Liar, liar, pants on fire. Scott Morrison's climate scam is clear. He knows what he's doing. He's trying to lie his way to net zero. It's infuriating watching the Prime Minister embarrass our country on the world stage. He's trying to con Australians and now con the world. In fact, his climate change policy is a giant scam. It's not net zero, it's do zero. That's his first big lie. There's no commitment to net zero by 2050, no plan to get there. Just a marketing pamphlet that he released in a panic days before he flew off to Glasgow. But he's bought off the National Party, so now, in his 9th year in government, he's allowed to say net zero by 2050, but the deal was he had to put that bloke Keith Pitt into the cabinet to keep an eye on Scott Morrison to make sure he didn't actually do anything. Who knows how many millions more this deal with the Nats is going to cost Australian taxpayers. And that's his second big lie. His favourite new slogan, technology, not taxes. He loves to run around and say it. But you know, on Friday night, when he thought the media had gone to bed, the true cost of the Prime Minister's scam was released in the modelling that he snuck out. What the modelling shows is that Scott Morrison's policy is to have a voluntary carbon price of between $24 and $400 a tonne, all of which will get passed on to Australian consumers. And of course there's his $20 billion technology investment roadmap. Well, you know what, Scott Morrison? $20 billion doesn't just fall from the sky. It's Australian taxpayers who are going to pay for this. That's more than $1,500 for every working Australian. That's a tax, not technology, Scott Morrison. And his third big lie, that Australia's leading the world. Came back from Glasgow and he says, oh, we're leading the world. We're not. The rankings came out and we're number 60 out of 60 developed countries in the world for climate policy. That's embarrassing. Our nation used to have a proud history of good public policy and a word that meant something. It's bad enough that Scott Morrison lied to the French president about national security. It's bad enough that Malcolm Turnbull, the previous Liberal Prime Minister, said, oh, Scott Morrison, he's got a reputation from lying. He's lied to me, he lies to everyone. That's how Scott Morrison treats the people he works most closely with. He lies to them. He's like the guy in the group assignment who didn't do any work but then takes credit for everyone else's work and lies to get out of trouble. But now he's trying to lie to Australians. He's selling out our economic future. We should be leading the world in renewable energy. We've got the most to gain of any developed country with our renewable energy resources, but instead we're led by a bloke who doesn't believe it and has no commitment. This government has to go. Australians deserve much, much better.